President Biden will outline several actions today that the administration is taking to curb the rise in violent crime and gun violence ahead of the summer that experts could worry be especially deadly. Well, here's the problem. And I can really help the administration because, you know, I don't want to give any impression that there is not a problem. We know there's a problem. Murder rate going up significantly. We know that. But it would help not to just talk about the problem. It would be helpful to talk about solutions. And in order to talk about solutions, it would be helpful to talk about the cause of the problem. So the very same experts that are now worried about this summer are some of the very same experts that wanted to defund police, that wanted to minimize the power of the police, that didn't want law and order states, that wanted sanctuary cities. These are the same people that are now whining because the death rate is up. Is that a horrible thing? Of course it is. But how dumb are all of them? Think about this. This is who's leading our cities, our states, and our country. These are the same people leading us or pretending to lead us that couldn't even, think about this, they didn't even have the ability to understand when you minimize law and order, when you diminish the power of law and order, when you take away law and order by decreasing, like the brilliant mayor in New York City that cut the police budget by $1 billion, when you do things like that around the country, it just is showing your complete ignorance. You ought to be ashamed that you hold a position like you hold, and you should be now able to look in the mirror and say, wow, am I looking at a moron? I mean, I'm just trying to tell you. I mean, really, you should be able to do that because think about it. You can't think about the unintended consequences of minimizing law and order? Really? Really? It is one of the reasons why President Trump was running on his law and order agenda. But you didn't like that. You didn't like it. You thought it was horrifying. As a matter of fact, you all welcomed an administration that never once uttered the words law and order. Never once uttered those words. Never once talked about crime. Never once talked about sanctuary cities. Have you walked down the streets of San Francisco and Hollywood lately? Have you been in Chicago? Have you seen the tent cities in Philadelphia? I mean, come on, really? But you never mentioned it. It wasn't even a part of your agenda. So President Biden, why would you be talking about this today? Why? You never talked about it one time during the election process, not one time, unless it was something to minimize police. Never once. Because it wasn't politically correct for your base to hear anything about law and order and police. Hey, remember to click the subscribe button right here on the screen. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when new content is added. And more importantly than anything, you don't want to miss all 3 live hours of Financial Issues every day from 9 to noon. And you can watch it on FISM.tv. That's FISM.tv.